Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man, giving you the truth. And sometimes, like I say, it's my truth. And this is my truth on this broadcast. We're talking about sports. We've got a couple sports news. I'm sure most of you have heard by now Tom Brady is coming back. And I like the fact that he's coming back. I like the fact that he did his own thing as a man and didn't let his wife tell him what to do, which in most cases leads to blessing, and even the Most High smiles at that, and the Most High loves when men be men. Like, he loves it. Like, he loves when men leave their house. He loves when men make their own decisions, because that's what he created us as men to do. And if you read Genesis chapter 2 or Genesis chapter 6, when they fell, he said that man shall rule over you. So regardless of what these women want to say about it, they could take it up with the Most High. He never changed anything. The world changed. He didn't change anything. And how good he played, he wanted to keep playing. I mean, he wasn't ready to quit. He was under pressure from her. He probably told her, man, do what you got to do. I'm playing football at least another year. And probably play another year after that. So, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that Brady is back. But Brady coming back can be a curse, if you will, for some other teams. Case in point, my Packers. Now, here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Rodgers as well in this video. The Packers gave Rodgers all of that money. Let's be honest, nobody has sticking up for Rodgers more than me. Nobody has been scrutinized for taking up for Rodgers more than me on these jobs, so on and so forth through the years. But I think that when they took Jordan Love, that was a smart move, and he's panicking. So what? Jordan Love had a couple interceptions. How many did Favre throw? They're panicking. They're panicking. They should have did what I said, what I thought they were going to do. Trade him to the Steelers. They could have traded Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams, much as I like him. I think he's like the first or second best receiver in the league at this point. And went and got, they could have told the Steelers, well, we need one of your young receivers. We need Claypool or Johnson. And they could have came up with Jordan Love. They probably wouldn't have had a problem with him. They don't know him, more than likely. Whereas Adams is going to have a bias towards Rodgers. So Adams, I don't know how that would have worked with Jordan Love anyways. But I think they should have traded, gave them their wish, traded both of them, and got defensive players and draft picks for them. And as much as they could, they can be like, well, we'll give you Rodgers and Davante Adams, but we want one of them defensive players. We want your first and second round pick, or 2 first-round picks in a row, which they had a number 20 pick, which they could have got another receiver with, or they could have gotten another defensive player with, maybe a linebacker. The draft is stacked, man. You're going to get a pretty nice player at the 20th pick. And then they could have told him, like, we want Deontay Johnson or Claypool. I mean, or they could have, they could have traded him to the Broncos, got all those picks, tried to get a couple of those defensive players. They could have been like, well, give us Tim Patrick or one of those receivers, or Jerry Jeudy would have been my pick. I mean, come on, man. Now, all their players, Billy Turner's gone. Zadarius Smith is gone. Who's next? Jair Alexander? You going to get rid of a shutdown corner just to have Rodgers, who couldn't even score 14 points in the game on his home field? I mean, a lot of quarterbacks would have got that by themselves. Josh Allen would have tried to run all over them. They probably would have been on the sideline like they be telling them, hey, Josh, just stay in the pocket. Don't run. He still would have been running. There's no way he would have let them not keep him from scoring a touchdown. He'd have been trying to run all up and down that field. But all these teams, Kansas City, see, Mahomes is still young. Tyreek Hill is still young. They got young players. But as these players begin to age and demand more and more money, it's going to be a problem with them down the line, maybe 5 years from now. They ain't going to be able to sign nobody. So the Packers ain't going to be able to sign nobody. The Chiefs ain't going to be able to sign nobody. The Cowboys ain't going to be able to sign nobody. That's why they had to trade Amari Cooper. Why would you trade Amari Cooper? Why? Because they don't have enough money to sign anybody now. I mean, you going to see players getting traded, getting cut, that are star caliber, starter type players. Because they give all the money to certain players. Which you can't do that. You have to learn how to... and now, if the Buccaneers ain't careful and Brady come out there carving again, he going to be like, look, how is Aaron Rodgers making more than me? I'm better than him. That's what he's going to say. How? How is he making more than me? Is that fair? So now you have Brady, another old quarterback, who's still on this game. And Rodgers, he's still pretty good. I mean, he's starting to show pieces, little small glimpses of Father Time. But he's still pretty good. But I wouldn't have gave him that money. In fact, I would have traded him. And I would have went with Jordan Love for like 2 years. If he was average or good, I would have gave him a third year to see what I got. And if he still sucked, I would have got rid of him. But there's no way you give Rodgers $50 million. So he's basically getting paid to lose playoff games. You know, and like I said, Rodgers is pretty good, you know. I like how he's not really the type to bite his tongue. And I like that. But I wouldn't have did what they did. And they're going by Brady, which Brady has more killer instinct. Brady cares less about other stuff. He cares about football. He don't care whether or not certain people are accepted in society. He's not. How many times you heard Brady talk about that? Do you even know what his views are? I don't. You don't either. Now I understand after all these years why Jordan was the way he was. Jordan got criticized for focusing on basketball and not really involving himself in political issues, so on and so forth. Well, in today's world, now you get criticized for involving yourself in political stuff, especially if you're not politically correct. So that's my take on it. I think Rodgers should be on another team. I'm glad that Brady put his feet down on his wife. He had an excellent season. Like Montana said, if he was that good, he would never have quit. You know, he wouldn't have quit when he did. But Montana had elbow problems, all type of stuff, injuries. So yeah, those are two things I want to talk about on this sports video. I want to talk about Brady coming back. And you notice how Skip Bayless was acting? Because Skip Bayless knows the truth. Skip Bayless knows, and this ain't just my truth, this is the truth. And the Most High agrees with this. Skip Bayless knows that women are not supposed to come in front of dreams, careers, or none of that. They change too much. They're too emotional, and they change too much to come in front of your business aspirations or any of that. The second you go out of town, your I would never do that wife would be on the phone, on the computer, or somewhere else, cheating some type of way, whether it's emotional or physical. Then you come home, she all loose inside. You saying, well, some saying that, oh, you're insecure. Oh, you are jealous. Oh, it's all in your head. You know how they do. So, congratulations, Brady. You know, even if he did get hurt, he still made his own decision. She just need to make sure she ain't putting bad on him. Don't be wishing bad on him. Oh, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt. You think, okay, let me ask you this, common sense. Do 45-year-olds get in car accidents? Okay, next question. Do they recover from some of them? Or practically all of them? This is a common sense. Now, of course, the human body is different, but you can't just say because he's older that he's going to get hurt. Young people get hurt too. But that's all I had. This is Truth Man. The channel is a no matrix, no simping, all subjects channel. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank my new subscribers. I'd like to thank YouTube for giving me this opportunity. And I ask you to be completely fair with my videos as you are with Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels is more popular than me, but please do not hide my videos. Thanks for watching.